reflect any kind of bias as what would be the color dominating the state which is going through polls. And it seems like Maharashtra has said it loud and clear. Rang de tu mohe gerua. The results are out, and obviously, even though the counting process is on, but the early trends and the leads indicate a clear dominance of the Mahayuti, that is the NDA, led by B. And whether BJP has a better strike rate than Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena, only by evening we will come to know. But the results are now trickling out, and Maharashtra is a clean sweep for BJP-led the NDA alliance, that is Mahayuti. On the other hand, Jharkhand, which has also been a very long, protracted election battle, given the fact Hemant Soren was also behind bars for a substantial period, only came out to straight away hit the election campaign and even grown his beard to in a way make a similarity with his father, that is Shibu Soren, evoke that emotion and as he goes and seeks votes. But then Jharkhand seems like as a comfortable lead for India Alliance, that is the alliance of Jharkhand Mukti Morcha and the Congress. But as far as results in Maharashtra and Jharkhand are concerned, let's not discount the fact that apart from these two states, also have had by-elections in Kerala's Wayanad, in Uttar Pradesh, 9 seats. You had 6 by-elections in West Bengal and also in Gujarat. We will talk about the numbers, and joining me is my colleague Titash Mukherjee. Titash would be giving us a rundown of the numbers. How are the numbers looking like for Maharashtra, Titash?
Okay, so like you said, Kamal, this time Maharashtra has most definitely gone with the Gerua theme, and for Maharashtra currently NDA is leading with 223 seats, followed by Mahavikas that managed to bag a total of 56 seats, followed by the other parties which have managed to bag 9 seats. Now these are the leading results at the moment. The final results can only be confirmed after it has been the Election Commission of India. But as per the leading trends, the Mahayuti Alliance has managed to bag a whopping with 223 seats, followed by let's say a distant second, which is the Mahavikas Aghadi, MVA of Congress, NCP Sharad Pawar. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
5. Interestingly,
Yes.
not all party had contested in 200 seats. The highest number of seats contested is by BJP, which is 149 seats.
140,
And BJP at the moment is leading in 125 seats, which is
125 seats.
125 seats. That's an extraordinary strike rate, I would say. If you are contesting 49 seats and if you're leading in 125 seats, it's an extraordinary strike rate. Also not discount the fact that in 2019 assembly election in Maharashtra, BJP with 105 seats was the single largest party. At that point in time, Shiv Sena was one, NCP was one entity, BJP was one entity, Congress was one entity, and Shiv Sena as one entity had gone into polls along with BJP. BJP had become the single largest party, yet they had to stay away from the government because Shiv Sena decided to join hands with NCP, that is and Congress, and form the government. Yes, Uddhav Thackeray was the chief minister, but then that government lasted for two years and few months, and then came Eknath Shinde. Eknath Shinde came, fragmented out of Shiv Sena, that is one Shiv Sena, formed a different Shiv Sena. Now the Shiv Sena is with Eknath Shinde. Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena is Shiv Sena UBT. So Eknath Shinde along with BJP stayed in power for 2.5 years, and then they went into polls together, and BJP once again has clearly shown the dominance party is concerned. So let's go back to the number.
Yeah. So like I was saying, the Mahavikas Aghadi comprises of Shiv Sena, UBT, NCP Sharad Pawar, and Congress, they have managed to bag a total of 56 seats, with Congress having secured 20 seats, Shiv Sena having secured 19 seats, and Congress NCP Sharad Pawar having secured 13 seats. So they have taken a very distant second, which comprises of 56 seats. Now, the other seats, which are of other parties independent, that comprises of total of 9 seats. So that gives, I mean, the NDA alliance or the Mahayuti alliance a total of lead in 288 seats, out of which BJP has secured the overwhelming majority, which is 125 seats.
True.
Moving
Now,
on,
Titash,
yeah.
hold on there. We will move on to Jharkhand shortly. But just to give you a sense, if you see this area completely vacant, please don't be mistaken. The place out here is not vacant at all. It wasn't vacant at all. It was bustling with noise and all the boisterous activities, because right behind me, that is the residence of Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. He has now left for the Chief Minister's rest in Mumbai. But at this point in time, that's the reason you see all the emptiness around. It wasn't really empty. Let's play out those visuals. If I can ask Ronnie and Shoptodeep to play out those visuals. Play out those visuals of Eknath Shinde leaving the house. And those visuals are quite indicative of what's coming ahead, because Eknath Shinde minded the Chief Minister and Eknath Shinde had gone into the polls along with BJP as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. But then we have to now wait and see who would be the elected Chief Minister or selected Chief Minister for Maharashtra for the next 5 years. So those are the visuals. Eknath Shinde came briefly, spoke with media, and he said, "Larki Behan, the scheme had been had something that he would definitely be thankful about." At the same time, he also thanked all the women. Now, we will be decoding the results a little later, but I'm just trying to play out those visuals. That's where you see Eknath Shinde, another visual of Eknath Shinde leaving the residence, where he shows his victory sign. We have another visual, Ronnie, if you can kindly play that, of Eknath Shinde leaving the residence. Yeah, that's the visual. That's the visual. Eknath Shinde leaving, and you would see the man of the moment literally showing a victory sign, and quite rightfully, because yes, Mahayuti is victorious in Maharashtra and with a sweeping lead much ahead of Mahavikas Aghadi. So as far as the narrative of Gaddar, as far as the narrative of being a traitor, as far as the narrative of no development during the Mahayuti regime, they haven't really found much of takers, no resonance whatsoever, because the results indicate that people have reposed their trust once again on BJP, and that's the reason BJP is the single largest party. And that apart, as far as Eknath Shinde is concerned, Eknath Shinde has clearly asserted his presence and dominance as the Chief Minister. When he went to polls in 2019, minded he was the Chief Minister, and he had no expectations at that point in time, I would say, because Uddhav Thackeray as Shiv Sena chief had gone into polls, and obviously if Shiv Sena had won, Uddhav Thackeray would have become the Chief Minister, and thus Eknath Shinde was not even there at the race in 2019. But in 22, as he fragmented out of Shiv Sena and became the Shiv Sena in himself, he became the Chief Minister. Devendra Fadnavis became the Deputy Chief Minister. Ajit Pawar became the Deputy Chief Minister. And this election, as the elections happened, he had clearly asserted his presence and dominance as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. So when he shows that victory sign, he essentially is asserting the dominance of the man, and thus I say he is the man of the moment, not discounting the contribution of others as far as Mahayuti is concerned. So there had been a lot of celebrations out here, and the celebrations had gone galore, and now it just shifted out the Chief Minister's residence out here to the official Chief Minister's residence, which is Varsha in Mumbai. Titash, what's about Rajasthan? Let's focus on Rajasthan now. Rajasthan had also sent a lot of surprises. Early leads showed NDA much ahead of India Alliance and Jharkhand Mukti Morcha led. However, as day progressed, the numbers are now seemingly in favor of India Alliance. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha seems to be retaining its numbers.
Okay. So, Tama, just a small correction. There are so many elections happening, and I'm sure you must have confused it. So, it's not Rajasthan, it's Jharkhand we are talking about, and Jharkhand assembly elections also a closely fought contest. As the early trends were, the contest between the two clans was almost neck to neck. There was a point when BJP was, of course, leading, the NDA alliance was leading, and Jharkhand Mukti Morcha did trail behind. But for as the current trends that stand, the Jharkhand is an assembly of 82 seats, 81 of them are elected, and one of that is nominated. So out of the 81 seats, the India Alliance has managed to, as of now, has managed to gain 49 seats. Now, to break these 49 seats, the JMM, that is Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, has secured 20 seats. Congress has secured 14 seats. RJD has secured 4, and CPI-ML has managed to bag 2 seats. Moving on to the NDA Alliance. Now, the NDA Alliance secured 28 seats by BJP, a total of 31 seats, out of which seats secured by BJP. Followed by AJSU, that has managed to secure 1 seat, LJP, which has managed to secure 1 seat, and JDU, which has managed to secure lead in 1 seat. These are the current trends, and these are the standings at the moment. Now, what we can see is Jharkhand has clearly chosen to go the India way, because the majority or the overwhelming lead we can see is towards the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha Congress and its India Alliance.
Well,
Whereas
at the moment in Gandhi seat, I know Kalpana Soren, wife
yeah,
of Chief Minister Hemant Soren is.
Hemant Soren.
Uh,
Yeah. It's interesting because just a few months and by-elections were held in Gandhi, Kalpana Soren did manage to bag that seat. So this time around, she once again contested from that very seat. But Munia Devi, who is representing BJP at the Gandhi seat at the moment, she is leading in that seat. Soren was leading earlier on, but as the numbers started to roll in and as counting progressed, BJP's candidate, that is Munia Devi, she seems to have a steep lead ahead of Kalpana Soren. But if we were to move to other constituencies, Jharkhand is concerned, and if we were to look at, let's say Barhait, which Mr. Hemant Soren is contesting from, Hemant Soren has a majority, has an overwhelming lead from that particular seat. So similarly, if we were to look at some from the NDA alliance, which comprises of BJP and its allies, so Champai Soren, who shifted from JMM and joined BJP just a few days ahead of the election. Champai Soren, who is also the former chief minister, just to give a reminder, once Hemant Soren resigned and he was arrested, Champai Soren filled in his position. And after Hemant Soren, was granted bail, he came back and he took over the reins as the chief minister. Champai Soren defected to BJP. So now Champai Soren is contesting from the Saraikela seat, which is his native seat, and he has contested from this particular seat multiple times in the past. Soren too is leading with a majority from that particular seat.
Jharkhand numbers are very interesting, and Jharkhand numbers also indicate that as far as Hemant Soren is concerned, and as far as the tribal factor is concerned, it seems like the tribal factor is still favoring Hemant Soren, because that's exactly what BJP had claimed, that they have great inroads in the Santhal area, Santhal Paraganas, in the Santhal belt, which is the tribal belt, and they in a way had claimed that BJP will be doing fantastic in the region, but then it seems like that hasn't really been the case. As far as Hemant Soren is concerned, Hemant Soren, who went to elections as a star, Hemant Soren, who like Eknath Shinde, also introduced the financial assistance scheme for women in the state, started giving out, issuing out, releasing money for that. It seems like has certainly dominated that very space. So you have to wait for the finals. Again, we say we are not in a position to announce the elections. The results are still coming out. The counting process is still on. Please understand, when the EVMs are open, the EVMs are basically, there are multiple rounds for every seat. Round 1, now round 2. Depending on population, the rounds can go up to 16, rounds can go up to 12, can even go up to 19. So after every round, the results are announced, and every round in a way indicates the margin between the one who is leading and the second runner-up. So until and unless all the rounds are counted and final results are out, we are not in a position to actually confirm which seat has whom, who has won the seat. So even Election Commission of India, in its official website, they are not really announcing any particular seat has been won by any particular leader of any particular party. They're only showing the leads. So we are going by the Election Commission's numbers, and the Election Commission's website clearly shows a number of leads. And as far as those leads are concerned, it's a clear lead for Yuti in Maharashtra, and it's a clear lead of India Alliance in Jharkhand. Now, before I bring in my colleague Ankit, I quickly want to dip into the by-elections. In West Bengal, there had been by-elections in 6 seats, and in 6 seats, in all 6, Trinamool is leading. And in fact,
Sorry to cut you there. I'm sorry to cut you there. TMC is leading in 5 seats, and TMC has already won the Sitai seat. TMC has won 1 seat and is leading in 5 others.
so as far as Shitai seat is concerned, that seat has already been announced. It's been declared. Trinamool Congress had won the seat with a margin of more than 1 lakh. So that's very, very interesting a figure.
Yep.
In a by-election, you are winning a particular seat by more than 1 lakh votes. It in a way reflects number of people who had showed up to cast their votes, and of course, it also shows a margin. And in other 4-5 seats, Trinamool Congress is maintaining a very steady lead, including Madarihat, a seat which had BJP. In the past 2 elections. So that would be a very interesting thing to watch out for, as whether Trinamool Congress maintains its dominance in the northern part of Bengal as far as the Madarihat seat is concerned, because minded, Trinamool Congress had been slightly or relatively weaker. Mamata Banerjee's party, that is Trinamool, had been relatively weaker when it comes to northern part of Bengal as compared to the southern part of Bengal or the central Bengal. So as far as northern part of Bengal is concerned, Trinamool Congress won the Cooch Behar seat in Lok Sabha election, and thereafter Shitai, which is in Cooch Behar, once again has gone to the kitty of Trinamool Congress. Madarihat, which is in Jalpaiguri, that seat was with Manoj Tigga, who now is a member of parliament, a Lok Sabha leader, Lok Sabha member of parliament of BJP. He relinquished that seat and went to contest Lok Sabha, and that's the reason there is a by-election happening. And in that particular, Trinamool Congress is maintaining a very steady lead, which is again very, very interesting thing to watch out for. And that apart, we also have by-elections in Uttar Pradesh. Again, very interesting, numbers which are spinning out in Uttar Pradesh. Out of 9 seats which went to polling for by-elections in Uttar Pradesh, 7 are being led by and quite steadily by BJP. You have Mirapur, where RLD, the NDA alliance, is leading. In Kundari, you have BJP leading. In Ghaziabad, BJP leading. In Khair, BJP leading. In Karhal, Samajwadi Party is in Sisamau, Samajwadi Party is leading. In Fulpur, Deepak Patil of BJP is leading. In Katehari, Samajwadi Party is again leading. In Majawan, BJP leading. So BJP is leading in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seats. BJP is leading. RLD leading in. Samajwadi Party is leading in 1. And in Kerala's Wayanad, Priyanka Gandhi is leading quite handsomely in the by-election. That by-election is happening. That's a Lok Sabha seat, of course. That by-election is happening because Rahul Gandhi had fought 2 seats in Lok Sabha from Wayanad and Raebareli. And Raebareli is the she had retained while letting go Wayanad, from where Priyanka Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi's sister, contested and now leading quite handsomely. So Congress once again maintaining its pretty much dominance on Wayanad. But the reason why I dipped into the by-elections and also tried posing the what happened in Lok Sabha is because in Lok Sabha elections, and if I can bring in Ankit now, Ankit, kindly come in to the frame. In Lok Sabha election, as far as Maharashtra is concerned, Maharashtra has shown Mahavikas Aghadi leading much ahead of Mahayuti. In fact, Congress became the single largest party in Maharashtra as far as number of seats are concerned. Shiv Sena, that is Uddhav Thacker's Shiv Sena, did fantastic. Eknath Shinde also did fantastic, better than BJP, I would say. BJP was down from 22-9. Sharad Pawar did the best, contested in 10 seats, won 8, 80% strike rate. But then in 6 months down the line, you had the assembly election, and in assembly election the picture has changed completely, because as far as Lok Sabha is concerned, Mahavikas leading in more than 150 seats and Mahayuti was leading in 125 seats if you break it down to assembly segments. But now the picture has changed completely. So Ankit, what changed?
Yes, that's absolutely right, sir. We have to see over here first that in the Lok Sabha elections where the Mahavikas they won more like 30 seats, and I think so they won the 30 things. 30 seats, and because of that there is a overconfidence which was completely was there in them, that we won 31 seats out of 48, but that so we can definitely get goods in assembly election as well. If you see right now here in Mahayuti, where Mahavikas Aghadi, the overall seats they got like just 51 to 52. But in the last 2019 election, the single party, when, Congress, if you see NCP, Congress, apart from that Shiv Sena, they got 50, 56 seats. Over here, when Ladki Bahin Yojana, which is clearly deciding factor that the Eknath Shinde is a Ladka Bhau of everyone. Because in the 2019 elections, where Eknath Shinde is only known for Thane, where we are currently standing, Eknath Shinde was not all over the state of Maharashtra. Only the Uddhav Thackeray, as we all know, Balasaheb Thackeray, how they have made the entire Maharashtra. But now, in the 2.5 years, I'm not talking about the 10 years Eknath Shinde was there. In the 2.5 years, with the BJP and later NCP, Eknath Shinde, the Ladka Bhaut is in entire the state of Maharashtra over here, where he right now he is leading in 53 seats, and on the other side, see, as we all know, where there are some fixed seats of in every party which they are going to win, no matter, no doubt what. So over here, if you see, National Congress Congress is leading for 21 seats, Shiv Sena is 17 seats, and NCP Sharad Pawar is 12 seats. Which are the seats? These are the seats where all the party, it's a fixed seats, that definitely no matter what, if you any candidates will be, they will have that candidate will definitely win. So apart from that, not even any surprising from if you see from the Mahavikas Aghadi, there is no seat which is surprising for anyone, that okay, how come they won this seats but not BJP, not the Shiv Sena. Apart from that, if you see NCP Ajit Pawar 40 seats in 2019, where it is completely because nobody in when Ajit Pawar did a rebel over there, where many people was not happy with Ajit Pawar. But very important that two statements which Ajit Pawar made in some interviews, and also whilst be addressing people, that the Baramati, which was a seat, MP seat of Supriya Sule, he clearly he said to the people, to the followers, that you have given Baramati the Lok Sabha seats to Supriya Sule, to Senior Pawar. So now give this Baramati seats to me. Apart from that, we have to also understand he was very, very emotional while speaking to the people when the Yogendra Pawar, who was standing against Ajit Pawar that time also. And apart from that, if you talk about Congress is right now leading only 20 seats, where the Congress people, they were targeting 90 plus seats. They're talking about that we will win 90 seats. So it's completely, we're fighting for 101 seats and only 20%. So what are the calculation which went wrong?
Calculations, there could be couple of things which must have gone right in favor of Mahayuti. There are a couple of things most definitely have gone wrong with Mahavikas, and we will try and decode all of them in the evening. Understand, we are not with the resources to be in a position and do continuous lives through the day. So we will try and do multiple lives as many as possible, keep you updated with numbers. The reason why you're doing the first live now, because by now the picture is slightly clearer. And that's the reason we are doing the first live now. We will also do another live in the afternoon and finally come back for a detailed report in the evening, where we will try and join by other guests as well. But there are certain things which have certainly caught my attention as I have travelled in Maharashtra. Number one, Larki Behan. There is no denying the Larki has been the game changer in this election. A trend which started with West Bengal election 2021. Please recall as how during 2021 West Bengal election, a scheme of this kind. First time in the country was introduced by Mamata Banerjee called Lokir Bhandar. An amount of 500 rupees and 1000 rupees were given to women, every month as a financial assistance. That in a way transformed election. And you see that as a thing in a different form would be maybe rechristened by political parties, but that as an idea has been adopted by everyone. It has been adopted by BJP. It has also been adopted by Congress. Look at Karnataka, free bus ride, financial assistance to women. Same thing happened in Maharashtra in the manifesto of Congress, free bus ride to women and a financial assistance promise of 3,000 rupees. But the difference is when people get the money. When people get the money, and I have seen Lok Sabha election as well. During Lok Sabha election in West Bengal, Trinamool Congress, all leaders literally relied on that one particular narrative. आपको पैसा मिला, दीदी आपको पैसा मिला, माँ आपको पैसा मिला, and people would say yes. A, that would show implementation of the scheme, and B, it would also show as how political party is relying so much on the implementation of the scheme. Exactly what happened in Maharashtra. Maharashtra elections could have happened with Haryana. Maharashtra elections could have happened before Haryana as well. But Maharashtra elections happened at a time that only allowed Eknath Shinde, A, number one, to introduce the scheme, two, implement, and in retrospection, also pay wholesome 5-month Larki Behan financial assistance to women. Not 1 month or 2 months. So women have received almost 5 months. And every woman I've spoken to in Maharashtra, at least who had applied, nobody has said that they were deprived of this. There are people who have chosen not to apply, that's a separate story. But people who had applied, they had gotten the money. So in a way, it's a new political dynamics which is now emerging in India, where women receiving financial assistance is also in a way deciding the political fortunes of political parties. Same happened in Jharkhand. Hemant Soren promised money, implemented the scheme, gave the money, and now see Hemant Soren is leading. In Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde promised money, implemented the scheme, gave money, and see where Eknath Shinde and Mahayuti is standing. So yes, we will try and decode all of this in the evening, but it's a very, very interesting fight. Please understand, Maharashtra has possibly not really seen a mandate of this kind before, and this is possibly the first time a majority of this kind, a number of this kind, which is above 200, would be reflecting in the tally of an alliance partner, that is Mahayuti. And we have to now wait and see who would be the chief minister. Who would be the chief minister? Now the focus would shift. Who is winning Maharashtra? The focus would now be shifting to who is the chief minister. Titash, do you sense a similar thing happening in Jharkhand?
Yeah, of course, Taban, like you mentioned about the direct welfare schemes, the direct welfare schemes did play a huge role in shaping the results itself. Because you see, the Maya Samman Yojana, which was created JMN, so Hemant Soren was essentially paying 1,000 rupees to each and every woman of his state. And although BJP promised with the Gogo Didi scheme that they would be paying 2,100 rupees, given by JMM had already been received by a huge section of the women. And after having spoken to them, some of them said that that is kind of like a little sliver of independence, especially for women who are financially dependent on the male counterpart of their households. So for their basic needs, or for some things for their children maybe, they essentially do not have to depend on the male counterpart. So this Maya Yojana absolutely turned the dynamics. Moreover, if we were to talk about Jharkhand, from what I saw, or from what I spoke to people is, although BJP tried to propagate a narrative that the tribal lands are the threat by the Ghuspaitias, as put forth by and Narendra Modi as and when they visited Jharkhand, it was also echoed in the thoughts or the sentiments of Champai Soren after he had cast his vote. But then the people heard, or at least the people that I spoke to, they said that although the tribal lands, they want infrastructural development, they want advance of Jharkhand as a state, but they do not want to compromise on the tribal cause. Now, one person clearly gave me the example of the Hasbia Forest in Chandigarh, that that particular forest too has been handed over for industrialization. And that is a kind of fate that the people of Jharkhand essentially not their own state. So, although it was a direct contest between the India and NDA alliance, JMM did have an upper hand over the workings of the political affair in the state. Not just
Well,
that, Soren was also arrested, right? So that as a sentiment also played its part. Although
Well,
BJP had tried
we
to
have to wait and see as whether that sympathy factor has really worked in favor of Hemant Soren or not. We will try and decode all of this. We will also try and decode the role of Congress. Very, very important. You have very strong was not the dominant factor in Jharkhand. It is Hemant Soren, previously Shibu Soren. They are the dominant
absolutely.
factors, right? So, in what is the role of Congress? How Congress has fared, both in Jharkhand and Maharashtra, it's something we have to watch out for, and we will try and decode that. As far as Maharashtra is concerned, times Rahul Gandhi has actually done election rallies. How much he had tried reaching out to people, whether they have tried focusing on very hyper local or local issues, or they were absolutely busy with the same issues that kind of fetched them numbers during Lok Sabha, that is constitution khatre mein hai, Gantantra khatre mein hai, whether they had focused those issues more than the local issues, something we have to wait and see, as and we will try and decode that. We will try and decode that in the evening. But for now, we thank all our viewers. The numbers are all numbers indicating leads by individuals and parties. The results are yet to be declared. In Maharashtra, as I said, it's clearly a song dominating Rang De Tu Mohe Gerua. In Jharkhand, India Alliance is pretty much safe, and they probably would be forming the government. Again, nobody has seen tomorrow. We can't really say what's going to happen tomorrow, but it seems like Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, along with Congress, they are in comfortable lead. In West Bengal by-elections, all six are to be going in favor of Trinamool Congress, and Uttar Pradesh, which had seen the dominance of Samajwadi Party, very interesting. Again, it seems like shifting its base, going back to the folds of BJP, because BJP is leading in at least 5 out of 9 seats where by-elections have happened. RLD leading in 1, and Samajwadi Party in Gujarat, of course, BJP leading. In Wayanad, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is leading. So whether Congress would be happy with Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's victory, or Congress will have a lot to worry about with their dismal performance in Maharashtra, again, we have to wait and see. But for now, we thank all our viewers. We would be back in a live once again very soon in the afternoon, and finally we'll try and analyze the numbers in the evening. For now, I thank Titash, I thank Ankit, I thank Ronnie and Shoptadeep. Thank you everyone for joining this live broadcast.